the Army, survival isn't a choice, it's an instinct, trained and sharpened until it becomes second nature. Soldiers are taught to endure conditions that would break most people, mastering the art of staying alive when every element seems determined to destroy them. Imagine parachuting into hostile terrain, scorching deserts, frozen tundra, or dense, unforgiving jungles. Each landscape is a new test of endurance. Their movements are slow, precise, deliberate. This isn't just training. It's a brutal preparation for the most unforgiving realities of combat. Today, we're breaking down what it truly takes to stay alive when everything else fails. This is the ultimate U.S. Army survival training breakdown. Every mission has a purpose, and survival training exists for one critical reason. Soldiers must be capable of enduring and operating in total isolation, often behind enemy lines or in environments where rescue is far from certain. Before they ever set foot in the wild, the training begins in the classroom. This is the SERE Program: Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape. Here, they learn the theory behind survival long before they face its harsh reality. Desks are covered with maps, compasses, and mission outlines. Instructors share real-world stories of soldiers who survived against impossible odds. These lessons aren't just academic. They build the foundation of a mindset that values preparation, adaptability, and razor-sharp awareness. Survival training isn't just about living off the land. It's about learning to stay calm, make critical decisions, and stay alive under unimaginable stress. When the classroom theory ends, the real test begins. Soldiers are dropped into remote, unforgiving wilderness with a new set of priorities: food, water, shelter, and fire. The mission is simple: make the environment work for you. They learn to construct shelters from branches and leaves, to light fires with nothing more than flint or even pure friction, and to find water where none seems to exist. Hunger becomes a constant companion, but so does ingenuity. They're taught to purify water from streams using simple, life-saving techniques. They learn to set snares for small game and to carefully ration every single calorie they find. Every action becomes a calculated risk. How to preserve energy, how to make the right choice when exhaustion clouds your judgment. This phase teaches profound self-reliance, resourcefulness, and the vital importance of keeping a clear head when nature itself turns hostile. But surviving isn't enough. In combat, staying unseen is just as crucial. Evasion is the art of disappearing in plain sight, and soldiers must learn to blend perfectly into their surroundings. They use mud, leaves, and camouflage paint to break up their silhouettes, moving like ghosts through forests, deserts, or snow-covered fields. Every sound, every snapped twig, every single step matters. They practice moving under the cover of darkness, learning to read the land by starlight, and resting during the day to avoid detection. Instructors teach them how to read footprints, how to cover their tracks, and how to avoid leaving any sign of their passage. The hardest challenge, however, is psychological. The constant fear of being hunted, combined with isolation and exhaustion, tests their mental strength far more than any physical trial. Evasion training proves that survival depends as much on discipline and patience as it does on speed or skill. When modern technology fails, navigation becomes their lifeline. Soldiers are trained to fall back on the oldest, most reliable tools: the compass and the map. Under extreme stress, fatigue, and the pressure of a ticking clock, they must orient themselves using terrain features, distant landmarks, and even the position of the sun or stars. They practice what's known as dead reckoning, moving step by step through unfamiliar territory while meticulously maintaining their direction and pace. This type of navigation is as much about trusting your gut as it is about technical skill. One wrong calculation, one misread contour line, can lead to disaster. This training teaches them to rely on instinct and logic, to stay calm even when they're completely lost, and to think strategically about every movement. It's an exercise in self-control as much as it is in map reading. Then comes the most brutal phase of all: resistance and capture training. Here, soldiers face one of their deepest fears: being taken prisoner. They are blindfolded, restrained, and subjected to highly realistic simulations of captivity. Instructors take on the role of captors, testing the soldiers' ability to resist interrogation and intense psychological manipulation. This isn't about cruelty. It is about preparing them for situations where their willpower and core values are pushed to the absolute limit. Soldiers are trained to live by the code of conduct, to protect classified information at all costs, and to maintain their morale even when they feel completely powerless. It's one of the toughest mental battles they will ever face. The training is designed to break them down emotionally, but in doing so, it builds a strength that few will ever understand, the ability to endure without ever surrendering. After the ordeal of capture simulation ends, soldiers face one final test of endurance and teamwork. Extraction. Exhausted, bruised, and forever changed by the experience, they must signal for rescue using whatever means they have left. Smoke signals, signal mirrors, radio beacons. Every tool becomes a potential lifeline. When the rescue helicopters finally appear on the horizon, it's a moment of overwhelming relief and quiet triumph. But it's also a moment for deep reflection. Back in the debriefing room, instructors walk them through every mistake and every success, analyzing their decisions and reinforcing the lessons learned. This is crucial. Survival training doesn't just end with rescue. It evolves into hard-won wisdom. Every scar, every memory, becomes a part of that soldier's experience, shaping their confidence and humility in equal measure. In the end, this training isn't just about surviving the elements. It's about conquering fear, isolation, and self-doubt. It's about proving that the human spirit can outlast even the harshest environments. Soldiers who complete this training carry a new mindset, built on endurance, adaptability, and an unbreakable will. Strength, endurance, resilience. These are the marks of a true survivor. What do you think? Would you have what it takes to endure this kind of training? If you respect the courage and determination it demands, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more real insights into the world of U.S. Army warriors. Thanks for watching.